Hopefully you guys saw that TCG presentation just recently. Hi neighbors, welcome, J.J here. We just came off the presses of a new Banlist TCG presentation information for the new Cardfight Vanguard, a digital game that'll be coming out on Steam, and so much more. Let's get into it. So on the 22nd of July, in JP, the new structure decks will be going on sale with more easy to read and easily digestible information that players can use while playing Cardfight Vanguard. And we also have on the 8th, the 5th of August, we'll be also getting set number 6 as well. So maybe coming down that pipeline, we'll be getting some new card reveals and information and set reports as well. And we also get some cool little imagery to look at of the new trial decks and the matches and the matchups and match information between those two. So you guys will probably hopefully see a little bit of fighting between some of the new archetypes and decks and stuff, so it'll be kind of nice to see on the channel, not on our channel, but on the Weekly Bites channel. According to the Trial Deck Booster Pack 6, the cards featuring Cardfight Vanguard Wheel Dress Plus animation will be included, as well as other essential cards for deck building, and will feature new rarity double flare rare, FFR. And flare rare. Okay, that's gonna be kind of interesting to see exactly what it is. And we also have there's also an announcement of Lyrical Booster Pack number 3. There's special card set designs that's gonna be double flare rare. There's also some embroidery on top of it, so I guess that's what it looks like. I personally prefer, full art myself, but I guess the flare does add a little bit of extra flair to it. Sorry. With Lyrical Monasterio. So we'll be getting some new archetype support. Hopefully Lorena Roll, some of the other archetypes, gets better support for them. I mean, I don't mind sometimes some new ride lines, but I hope they kind of ease down on the ride lines and focus on the support and constantly giving us new ride lines. That'll be okay. I don't mind them. Even if they can even reprint ride lines, that's fine. I don't think you constantly need to have ride lines all the time. I think sometimes just focusing on the main archetypes that we already have established is also just as good. Because Cardfight Vanguard is very different from other card games where they have archetypes you can just keep on supporting. You don't have to constantly keep on creating new things all the time. Only maybe try to focus within the archetype themselves to introduce the support. Maybe that's kind of a bit more important. There's also planned to release this winter, so somewhere between November or December, or sometimes somewhere in February, possibly. There is no confirmed release date for it yet. It's sometime this winter, so who knows, could even be upwards till next year of March. Announcing Cardfight Vanguard Dear Days, the first digital game where you play Cardfight Vanguard with over 1,000 standard format cards available. Okay. It also has an original story that is created by the maker of Cardfight Vanguard themselves, so they are spearheading this project themselves as well, of course with funding from Cardfight Vanguard. I don't know how to feel about this entirely. I'm hyped, obviously. We're gonna have another Steam game, another one, because the previous one, unfortunately, is no longer with us. But I'm happy to see that we have something for Overdress. You can introduce a whole lot of new players into Cardfight Vanguard. It seems that they're trying to forget about Premium and V Premium a little bit, and of course introducing thousands and thousands of other cards would probably be too much for some of the newer players, so I kind of like they want to keep it limited to one format. Playing in Overdress, I love Overdress. I think Overdress is a pretty fun format. It's very explosive. It's a very good spectator format. There's also some depth to it, so I like this. This is a very, very good addition. And then there's also the JP Banlist. The Banlist, everyone! It's here! The JP Banlist updates are as followed. Dark Strain is limited to 1 for Keter Sanctuary in Overdress. I guess Bastion too strong. Even though in JP the representation of it is kind of low, and even then, this probably might be future-proofing. It might be future-proofing some for more explosive grade 3s that might be bringing down the pipeline that do have some rear guard effects in the back row that you possibly might want to be keeping around on the board. Because there's sometimes you would probably play something like, we used to play Fasados and play Dark Strains because those were kind of the only grade 3s that you had, and then Dark Strain became kind of the staple grade 3 that you ran because A, it is a grade 3, so it's a beat stick, and you don't want to really run the order that gives boost by discarding a card because it's kind of a dead card. That's sure, it's a world order, a set order, but it's a set order that just kind of stays there. You don't really do much with it, right? So, yeah. I mean, back in the day, Kokubule and plus, like, out of the grade 3s that you could possibly put in your Guardian Circle would give you shield value. The order doesn't really give you shield value because you can't call it to the Guardian Circle, so, oh, it's whatever. It's fine. The biggest thing, however, is that Magnolia Elder and Inlet Pulse are now choice restricted. You can no longer play with them in the same deck. That's kind of nutty. That's pretty nutty. Because that basically means the only deck that was like the beat-all, end-all deck that actually wasn't undefeatable, but it was completely justifiable that a whole lot of people were playing this deck, it's no longer a thing. I guess you could, I don't know if it's specifically to the Magnolia name, I think it's just Magnolia Elder. You could possibly put this in regular Magnolia and you could run grade 3 Magnolia again, and you could still play Order Nolia, but then you won't have the same consistent threat of playing Elder, because Elder didn't really need another Magnolia to be able to attack with everything. You just needed to have one in your soul or on the board to be able to do so. So this is kind of a, it's a tough one. It's a toughie. And then we have, that's it for standard. Then we have for V standard, V premium, at least Kokoshirasu is currently banned. Kokoshigarasu is currently banned for V premium. I don't really see a reason. We did go over this a little bit in the stream today. It kind of is like a couple card combinations that kind of facilitate this. I think it's mainly due to the cause of Mizukaze and some other card effects that kind of force your opponent to call out of the hand. There's like a grade 2 that forces to call the card out of your hand, and I guess that's one of the reasons. But that seems very, it's kind of, you have to be playing Nobatama to kind of know about this interaction, but I guess it creates negative play experiences with Mizukaze. It's whatevs. I guess it's the fact that if it goes into the late game and you farm enough Sentinel cards in your hand, you can just discard your Sentinel cards and just force your opponent to discard 5 cards out of their hand. And then sometimes gotta either remove a board or get rid of potential guard that your opponent could have probably survived with during that turn. It creates a situation of 0 counterplay, I guess. It was a bit of a problem, but nobody really complained about it much anymore. And then for premium, Dragon Knight Nizari is banned. I do think that is pretty okay, because premium Dragon Empire, a lot of people used to play Dungaree, not Dungaree, but a lot of people played Eugene in premium, and Eugene can easily soul charge grade 3s into the soul. So you play Eugene in premium, which would get a bunch of grade 3s, and Nizari makes you discard your whole hand. And I guess they're trying to mitigate cards that force your opponent to put your opponent in a very poor situation, so them being able to guard essentially anything at all, especially when you're forcing me to discard all the cards in my hand, or at least half my hand. I guess that makes sense. Sure. It seems it's a preemptive hit to support they probably want to give in the future. I don't know what to make of it much, I mean, there's like a very obscure list that will probably play Nazari. Um, but I guess for the new premium collection, they want to make sure get rid of some cards that could be a bit problematic for the future. One thing I will say though is I am with this ban list that is kind of hit or miss with some of the cards. I won't elaborate too much. I mean, I elaborated enough already as to why some of the reasons were. I am in the hopes that we could, for the English community, get our own ban list that reflects our meta. Because I feel like this one reflects a bit more JP meta, because we did see a lot more Bastion, a lot more Magnolia over there, Nazari for premium. Not a lot of people play too much premium in JP in the eastern side because it's kind of difficult to get product. Recently they've gotten reprints, so they've been playing a bit more, thankfully. I'm very happy about that. That's really nice to see JP players enjoying premium a whole lot. I'm really happy about that. But that is it for me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this hot weekly bite update. I don't know. So yeah, Banlist was wild. This is it's kind of a slap on the wrist for some, kind of a hit for others, and the other one is just kind of like a, I will give this ban list a eyebrow. that's kind of how I feel about it. Raised eyebrow. Thinking emoji. That's it. This will be awesome. Stay awesome. Have a wonderful day. Thank you all for tuning in and stopping on by. It's been your boy JJ. Until next time. Take care.
You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you.